All right. Sup, Mark, and anyone else who dropped in. This past weekend, spending time with my cousin, we went over major scales and how they are laid out across the neck. This is the caged system that I'm going to go over very quickly. And this is the first part of the series that's not going to deal directly with music theory, but is going to instead talk about how it is laid out on the guitar. I think it's important to know this, so let's just jump right into it. If you get nothing else from this video, just write this one sentence down, the one I'm about to say. There are 5, count them 5, more than 4, less than 6, 5 major scale shapes across the neck. 5 and only 5, regardless of what key that you're in. And the shapes are always the same, and they always unfold in the same order. Alright, what the hell am I talking about? If you don't remember anything else from that video, from this video, remember just that. In the video description below, I'm going to have a link to a picture of grids, which is going to have the 5 shapes, and the rest of this video is going to be content that's going to help give you context of how these grids make sense. Now, we're going to choose a key. Now, we're going to do all of this in the key of D, okay? In the key of D. Just go with it. Now, like I said, there are 5 shapes, major scale shapes across the neck. And I'm going to show you all the 5 shapes in the key of D. And they are going to be go across the whole neck. And you'll be able to apply the same ideas to any key you want, and they'll always be the same shapes. Now let's just start with D. Okay, so the root that we are going to find is going to be 5th fret of the A string. This is D. Now I want you to fret that with your pinky. Not with your index or your middle, with your pinky. Now, this is how the scale will sound. Oops. Now, I can't zoom in on my hand, so you'll have the grid below to give context to it, but I'll just say, okay, the pinky is the 4, the ring is the 3, the middle is the 2, and the index is the 1. So as my fingers go across the neck, I'll just say the number or what finger I'm using, and then you'll be able to play along. I'll do it slowly. So the root, or the first note, is going to be with the pinky, so that's the 4, on the A string. 5th fret, A string, fretting it with the pinky, with the 4. The next note is going to be the next string, a 1, so it's your index. 2, middle. Oh. So, sorry, excuse me. 4, next string, 1, 3, 4. Next string, 1, 3. Next string, 1, 2, 4. Last string, 1, 2, 4. So 4, and then 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and then reverse 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4. Okay, go ahead and replay this over and over. Find the grid, or in the picture below, find the grid that matches the description that I just gave you, and use that as your reference, and learn that, and learn this spot here, okay? Beginning with the 5th fret on the A string, okay? Okay. So what's going to be important is that this shape, what I'm going to do is that this shape, we're going to give it a name, okay? Not the key. We're not talking about what key it in, because this shape has the root on the 5th fret. I could do the same shape, but just lift it up to the 12th fret and play the same shape. So it's a different key, but it's the same shape, okay? But what is this shape? What is this shape? We're gonna give it a name so that when we refer to it, we know what we're talking about. Now, this, I'm gonna ask you to just go with it, okay? In the beginning, I referenced that this is the caged system. If you're not sure what the cage system is, maybe I'll make a video on it, but there's lots of it on YouTube. You can find it on your own. If you have questions, leave it in the comment. I might make one. So, but for now, this shape, we're going to call this the C shape. C shape, okay? Remember, it doesn't refer to the key. It refers to the shape of 4 1 3 4 1 3 1 2 4 1 2 4. Okay, C shape. That's the C shape. Okay, I know I can get into the chord and what chord that is, but just okay. C shape. Now, what's the next shape? If you notice this C shape that we're doing here in the key of D, the lowest frets that are used goes from fret number 2 to fret number 5. 2 to 5, the major scales here. So it's like in this neighborhood. Let's call it a neighborhood. Now what we're going to do, we're going to play the same scale, the key of D, but we're going to find the scale in the neighborhood from frets not 2 to 5, but from 4 to 7. It's going to be the same scale, same tones, just shifted up the neck. It's going to be another scale shape, okay? So in shape C, the first shape, the root is on the 5th fret of the E, which we fretted with our pinky, right? Now for the next shape, the root is going to be the same. It's going to be the 5th fret on the A string. However, this time you're not going to fret it with your pinky. You're going to fret it with your middle finger. Okay? And then with your ring and your pinky, you see the rest of the scale will be on those frets. Now how does this one go? Now, same rules. Index is 1, middle is 2, ring is 3, pinky is 4. Check the grids and look for the scale that corresponds to this one. Are you ready? So it's going to be middle finger, 5th fret A string. So we'll say this is a 2 because it's the middle finger. Next one is the pinky, or the 4. Next string is going to be 1 2 4. It already sounds the same, right? So 2 4 1 2 4. Next string 1 3 4. Now next string, this one's tricky. It's going to be 1 3 4. However, the whole thing is going to shift up 1 fret. And then the last string is going to be 1 3. So from the beginning, middle finger on the 5th fret of the A string to the pinky. 1 2 4, index, middle, pinky. 1 3 4, index, ring, pinky. Next one is 1 3 4, but we shifted up a fret. 1 3 4, and then 1 3. Not shifting back. So the last two strings are shifted up. Okay, so. And by the way, if you want, it's good to know where the roots are. So the first note obviously is the root. That's the root. That's not what we're concentrating on right now. I'm just showing you the whole shape, but just know in the future it's good to look at these major scale shapes and know where the roots are, just for fun. So the root in this case is 5th fret on the A string and 7th fret on the G string. Okay, so now we have the first two scale shapes. The first scale shape, we gave this a name. We call it C shape, okay? C shape. But now this next one, with beginning on the 5th fret A string with the middle finger, we're going to give this a name too. It's the cage system, right? C-A-G-E-D. So if the first one is C, take a wild guess what this one is. This is the A shape, okay? Okay, so that's the A string. Okay, so now the video is getting long. There's going to be the G shape, the E shape, and the D shape, and that will be in the next video. In fact, let's just go to that now. I was going to suggest an exercise as to how to get to know these two shapes that we've given, but to hell with it. I'm just going to keep going and go over the next 3 shapes, and then after that, then I'll go into exercises that I am doing currently and ones that I would recommend to other people. And then if you have some exercises to recommend to me, hold on. Oh, I felt good. I would be appreciated if you left one in the comments. So that's going to be the video for now. Check for shapes 3, 4, and 5, because this is shape 1 and 2, C and A. Look out for G, E, and D in the next video, and I'll see you.